Howdy-ho, neighbors. Radio Goji
And
here.
I'm Soylent Greg, and that is a green hand.
Yep. Green hands.
We are fighting a hand monster.
It's a floor master. So, like, you know the wall masters who come down from the ceiling.
Yes.
And grab you. This is kind of like a different version of that.
Oh dear God, they're everywhere.
This guy splits into three, and, like, Din's Fire is the best way to get rid of him, because if you wait too long, one of them will turn to full size again.
Oh, okay.
Now, wall masters are also in this temple, in some of the rooms. We've just been too quick for them to show up.
If they come out when we're going up and down, are they Stairmasters?
When we last left off, Greg was talking about...
we don't have to talk about Endgame again. It's probably... By the time you watch this video, it probably either will have beaten Avatar or it will fizzle out. I just think it's really funny because it doesn't actually really, like, matter that it is the biggest worldwide release ever. It still made literal billions of dollars.
Billions and billions.
I just think it's funny that Marvel is so thirsty to be able to say that they have the #1 movie of all time, that they're actually trying to re-release it with additional scenes to squeeze the fans out of, like, $60 million more so they can they beat Avatar.
It's probably less Marvel and more Disney, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Does own the IP.
Disney is a monolithic evil these days.
And kids love it.
Yep. They're coming for your streaming, too.
Yeah, I'm still not... I'm still not going to see Avengers Endgame until after I've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp and... what was the other one?
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
I hadn't seen either of those before I watched Endgame, and I was fine.
But then again, I don't go to the movie. That might make it a bit problematic, because they're just going to be all coming out on fucking Disney streaming.
I was kind of disappointed in Endgame because, the internet told me that Ant-Man was going to climb into Thanos' asshole and then explode outward to kill him, and I was just really looking forward to that. The internet never lies, so... And there are all these drawings I found on Reddit, and let's just say there should have been a lot more smooching in Endgame. We can reset it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got to.
It pops open. I'm in something wet. Now we're all twisted. But yeah, I'm sure if you're watching this, you've seen Avengers. And by the time I say this, their shitty marketing gimmick will probably have worked, and they'll be the highest grossing movie of all time. But they still will never be the highest grossing movie of all time adjusted for inflation, you fuckers. That will always be Gone with the Wind.
It'll never be the highest grossing movie in my heart.
Exactly. It'll never be Deep Blue Sea, starring LL Cool J and Thomas Jane.
It will never be Godzilla vs. Biollante. Or Jurassic Park.
I'm joking about the Deep Blue Sea thing, by the way. That movie blows.
It is still entertaining as hell.
Oh yes.
I watched it. I watched it the other day. It was still...
Is his hat still like a shark's fin?
I don't know. He never wore a hat in the movie.
Is it hat or head? I think he probably says head.
I want to think that he's saying hat, so I go with hat.
Okay, hat is funnier. So that actually, that presaged Daddy Shark by quite a bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the Hellraiser universe.
So there's with ice over it, and we got to shoot an arrow through that fire there.
Through the fire and the flames.
We carry on.
Exactly. Can you just use Din's Fire to melt it?
I don't think so.
But hey, it worked anyway. Ugh. That, Fat Man adjusting his belt noise as the thing twists. That's how mine sounds. Did they really expect anybody to leap ass first onto the spikes? Unless they, have a fetish for it.
Maybe someone just really has really poor timing and is really unlucky.
Welcome to the anal impalement room. I am Cenobite Steve.
Look, I didn't come up with the dungeon ideas. That was some guy in Japan.
Sorry.
Before we go down that hall, let's go up here. I think that there are some things we can get on while we're over here.
Oh, no, that's where we came from.
Oh, here? No, yeah, here's where the... Ugh, sorry.
No worries.
This is actually where the we can play
the fish lives.
The Scarecrow song. But since we already got the Skulltula that's around here, we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay.
Have we gotten all the Skulltulas? Let me check the map.
I mean, I heard some spider when you were coming up this hallway.
Well,
so.
there's normal Skulltulas in here.
All right.
Big Skulltulas. Floople, watch out! Ceiling is falling down.
It is very poor. Oh wow. Okay.
So you gotta basically stand in the place where you live.
I was gonna make that joke, you fuck. Oh wow.
That was not the right
That
place.
was the wrong one. Whoops.
No, I thought I could make it. Rule of thumb is like
you do.
Anywhere that you can see shadows for Skulltulas, that's usually a safe place. Also, the switches and spots to stand in front of switches are also safe. And that treasure chest.
So wait for it.
Yeah, wait
run for the treasure chest.
Run for the treasure chest. And this is also a safe spot right here. Let's get us some more arrows.
Oh! Wow, you could have been killed in mid-cutscene. Can you jump on top of that when it goes down and ride it up?
You cannot. I've tried.
Oh, that's lame.
And here's where we have the green ghost. And the green ghost name, I think, is Amy.
Amy, what you wanna do? Oh, wow, okay.
You can get crushed by those by accident.
Oh, you have to push them into
orbit. But there's also this one that I'm pushing is a not part of the picture, so I'm just kind of pushing it out of the way because there's only 4 pieces to the puzzle. And if you don't put them together in time, then all of the boxes will flip over to another side, and you have to redo it.
Oh, that sucks.
I think I've only ever had that happen to me like once, though. They give you like plenty of time. It'd be even better if it didn't take 50 fucking years to push the blocks, but hey, what you gonna do?
Well designed puzzle rules card.
Hey, you, what you gonna do? Everybody get up, it's time to slam now.
Wow, where'd that come from?
Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hello there.
Oh, we want to find out what its name is?
It's Amy. I'm good at this. I know everything about the game. Everything. Did you know that medallions were originally supposed to be equipable items?
No, I did not. What did they do when you equipped them?
Nobody knows. I think that they scrapped the idea before there was any kind of real use to them. But there have been pre-release screenshots of the forest medallion equipped on the C button.
Oh, okay.
Although it could have also just been they were pulling a lot from A Link to the Past, because the forest medallion, as we'll see, does look like Bombos a bit. So it could have been like a green Bombos medallion or something.
I mean, it was probably a bad idea to begin with. I heard that like one of the medallions gives Link asthma. Really weird.
Yeah. There were also gonna be sword beams in the game like the other games up to this point, but they took that out too.
Oh yeah, the N64 couldn't handle it because it didn't have blast processing.
Yeah. Sorry. Now Sonic Adventure, if you do that on the Dreamcast.
Another example of Sega doing what Nintendo. That's why Sega is to this day the #1 game company in the world, and Nintendo is completely forgotten. I live in the Man in the High Castle universe, by the way. I forgot to tell you all this. I actually live in the Berenstain universe.
the Shenmue universe, because like
I'm always looking for some sailors.
Well, I've been watching a Shenmue stream archive from Bruto Moose lately.
I know you were watching it when I got here. How do you tell which one is right?
The spinning one.
Oh, okay.
One will spin. But there's like Sega branded other stuff that aren't video games. Like there's like Sega branded like canned tuna.
Oh my god! Poor Echo. I didn't want that Echo the dolphin.
Mag.
You guys all act like you're better than me.
But the funny thing is, like, It also, like, it takes place in 1986. But you also have, like, capsule machines that have, like, toys with Sonic the Hedgehog and Virtua Fighter.
Oh, excellent.
And Sonic the Hedgehog didn't exist until 1991.
Ah!
So, like, everyone was, like in the chat at the time, I guess you could say, they were, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Masturbating. They were masturbating.
No, that's not the word I'm thinking of. What they do on their own time is none of my business. Theorizing that
there we go.
That Shenmue takes place in a universe where Sega became like it was like the only video game company. So
that's interesting.
They were able to like develop all these games sooner and also like make other products. Although Nintendo made other products before they made video games.
Yeah,
so
of course.
They made. They were into electronics before video games.
Dreams come true, Patrick. Dreams come true.
And they actually came out with a printer in the 70s. And the printer was designed to break down every once in a while and could only be fixed using proprietary Nintendo parts by Nintendo licensed technicians. Because Hiroshi Yamauchi was an evil motherfucker.
Wow, I thought brother printers were bad. Holy shit.
They didn't last. Those Nintendo printers didn't last long, from what I understand. There's also like a Lego knockoff that they made called R&B Block or something.
Oh, I don't want a fucking Lego printer.
No, they weren't Lego printers. They were like just like a Lego like rip-off thing.
I got my Lego printer and my Minecraft fax machine.
And N&B is what I think that's what they were called, or B&N, something like that. But they were like Legos, but they were also like rounded parts on like rounded Lego bricks. And they're like, yeah, we're better than Lego because we got round parts.
That is fascinating and weird.
They did all kinds of shit.
I mean, I'm also better than Lego because I have round parts. So.
They have fast parts, so that automatically
means that they're good. Double basa! Oh man. Every part makes sense and is there for a reason. While I was in rehab. Hey, I heard
there's a Skulltula around here. I just gotta find it.
I definitely heard of Skulltula.
Yeah,
Have you read about that though? Like the Berenstein Universe thing, the Mandela effect?
Yeah.
That is so fucking weird because every time I hear about one, I'm like, okay, this is just some total bullshit. Until I find one that affects me. Like, the one that gets me is the fucking Fruit of the Loom logo. Have you seen the one about the Fruit of the Loom logo?
No, tell me.
What does the Fruit of the Loom logo look like? Tell me what you think it looks like.
A bowl of fruit.
Is there anything behind it? Like a cornucopia? Like a big, like, horn that, like, the fruit is in front of?
I want to say yes, but I don't think so.
It's not, and there never was. But I swear to God, in the 80s, I had Fruit of the Loom shit, and it all had that fucking horn behind it. It's the weirdest goddamn thing, because it apparently never existed. There are people who work for Fruit of the Loom who are like, I thought it did have a cornucopia behind it. There was like a fucking... Oh, it's over there. There was like a fucking album cover that referenced it, and like there's the Ant Bully movie or whatever has like a fake Fruit of the Loom logo that has the cornucopia behind it, so it's really fucking weird.
I mean, there were some
I don't think that we literally live in like alternate universes or anything, but I think that there's something real weird with like the collective memory of humanity sometimes. Like, I don't think there was literally a universe, but like the Berenstein thing, like whatever. It's a common surname, and it's usually spelled with an E, so of course people are gonna think it's spelled with a fucking E.
Yeah.
And I know I saw that fucking picture of Henry VIII in my fucking school book. Oh, this is creepy. We're surrounded by a Drive-By Truckers album cover.
I'm just making sure I have all the Skulltulas. Yes, I do. Okay.
Did I collect all of the spiders? I'm Donald Pleasance.
Well, there's nothing here. Guess we better go out.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no!
Oh, it's okay, final boss time.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a quick game.
So this is gonna be like the last part, folks.
Yes.
I'm gonna rip my own face off, and that's
chaos.
That's chaos.
That really is chaos. Hot damn.
This is Phantom Ganon.
Oh, okay. Oh, and he's floating now.
Yeah, he's the evil spirit from beyond.
I don't remember any of this.
So
long since I played
basically,
this game. He charges through the paintings.
He charges through the paintings. Now the thing is, it's gonna throw you off because there's actually two of them, and you have to figure out which one is the real one. Because otherwise, it's gonna turn around, and then the real one, if you're not quick, is gonna attack you. But I also found out that when he does attack you, it'll only go out in certain directions, so you can go in between.
Ah, very good. Nope. There we go. Oh, he's like, fuck it. Abandoned ship!
I don't get paid enough for this shit. Is that him? Is that you? You the one? Yes.
Oh, no.
You only have to do this a few times, and then you get to, like, there's a second phase to this.
That painting, here I am in the painting, running by myself. Yep, there we go.
Alright, here we go. This is the second phase. So he's gonna shoot a thing out at us like a magic missile. And we have to, like, Aghanim this shit. We gotta shoot it back at him.
Oh, you gotta hit it back to him? Gotta attack the dark. Shoot a magic missile into the darkness.
It's not a very good magic missile because it's actually missing, and magic missiles are not known to do that.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of like their whole point, like the
they're
mass drivers in Master of Orion. They always hit over range. They don't do as much damage as other beams, but there's no chance it's not going to hit, so you don't have to invest in fancy targeting computers and the like for your ships. So you make them really cheaply and just fill them with mass drivers and murder everyone in the galaxy. That game is really fucked up sometimes when you think about it.
How do you think we would do with a Master of Orion LP?
I'd be willing to give it a shot.
Master of Orion 2.
Oh, he hit it back again! Oh, shit! 40 love!
Master of Orion 2, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean, the new one is pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
The newest one. But, you know, I
have never truly found a strategy game that captures my imagination the way that Master of Orion 2 does. Crusader Kings 2 comes close. I really, really like Crusader Kings 2, but it's kind of a completely different thing entirely. Damn!
I haven't played the first Master of Orion, and I remember Master of Orion 3 sucking.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. One of the worst decisions I ever made in my life was when I bought my laptop. In going into college, I had enough money for one game, and I was trying to decide between, being that this was the year that it was, I was trying to decide between Warcraft 3 and Master of Orion 3.
Did you choose poorly?
And I chose very poorly. Let me tell you.
Well, I don't really think too super highly of Warcraft 3 these days either. I mean, I think Warcraft 2 is...
I mean, it was a good game at the time.
Yeah, that was at least a good game.
And I could have gotten into Dota when it actually happened if I had Warcraft 3. Boom, 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 boom! There we go.
I remember we making, like, shitty StarCraft mod maps.
Oh, hell yeah. That was always the best. And of course, now that's the new thing, is the... Oh.
Hey, kid, you did quite well. It looks like you may be gaining some slight skill. But you have only defeated my Phantom. And when you fight the real me, it won't be so easy.
Be so easy.
What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish it to the gap between dimensions.
The place where I also banished Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World.
Will you banish Jurassic Park 5 there, please?
Look, when the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists.
So yeah, that's another heart container filled up there.
It's yet another Jurassic Park reference for you. So yeah, there we go. We beat the Forest/Wind Temple. The Forest/Gump Temple. And now we're trapped in a crystal.
And now I get to see who the... I'll have to remind you who the voice is, but...
This is where they,
the sages live.
This is where all techno comes from, actually.
Do you remember her voice?
No.
It was like the Colonel Sanders kind of...
Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage.
You're welcome.
My throat hurts so fucking bad.
I'm sorry.
I am Saria, the sage of the forest temple. I always believed that you would come.
Oi, oi.
Because I know you. And I love you. No, you don't have to explain it to me. Old Saria understands, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. But as God is my witness, I will stay here as the forest sage and help you. Now please take this medallion. Please ignore the old stars and bars on the medallion. It's just a little presumption of Saria's.
It's okay, it's on the back of the medallion that we can't see.
Yeah. The old General Lee. It was never there on time. You received the Forest Medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours.
Hooray!
You got this wonderful arcade game token. Saria will always be your friend who you friend zone. We did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Poor
Sorry,
Saria.
not sorry.
Sorry, not Saria.
Oh dear. Sorry, we're not into that. This could be Dobby.
Link is only into fish ladies. This is not Dobby. This is a plant. No way could that plant. Oh dear God! I like how I fought the living embodiment of Ganon, but a fucking plant makes Link scream.
I think we should continue the Orson Welles with him. Actually,
okay, go for it.
Oh God, how would I do?
That was you. That wasn't me.
Was it?
I don't believe I could do
in July.
Orson Welles. Yeah, I can't do an Orson Welles voice. So
here under protest is Deku Tree Sprout.
If you can get a jury to go with you on that, I'll give you a heart container.
I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. I don't know if this is any good. Thanks a lot.
None of it's any good. It's fine.
Have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? It's unrewarding.
Your sexy grown-up body.
That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Ah, the Kokiri.
The Kokiri.
After 7 years, still kids. You must be wondering why only you've grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you're not a Kokiri. You're actually a Hylian. I'm finally happy to reveal this secret to you.
You're mixed race! Mulatto, Link! Hylian ass mama! Kokiri ass daddy!
Read amongst yourselves.
One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest.
Baby boy!
The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. Come on now, was that her only choice? She kind of wanted to give the kid to the tree, didn't she? I saw this movie. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world. So he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, Deku Tree, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally, the day of destiny has come. The day has come for the world to burn, as you can see from these flames.
You're a Hylian, and we're always bound to leave this forest. And now, after you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do.
Kill me.
That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule, with Cyclonus and his armada. The Scourge and the Sweeps. Now Floopal, break the curses on all the temples. Arise, Galvatron! Return peace to Hyrule. Bring me the Matrix. I need to watch that movie again. He had like a much more growly voice in that movie.
Yes.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, I know.
What about the Transformers movie?
Yeah, but you haven't seen it.
I'm a toy who gets blown up by other toys. I know Orson Welles fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, though.
Sucks for him, it was his last role.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, though.
I don't care what anybody says, I still like that movie. It also had Leonard Nimoy in it, and Eric Idle, and Judd Nelson. All your favorite celebrities from the 80s.
Look, all I know is I took
Norman Reedus, Keanu Reeves.
I took a film class in high school, and we watched On the Waterfront and Citizen Kane the same week. And I was like, one of these is still objectively a good movie in, like, the 1990s. And it's not Citizen Kane.
I remember watching On the Waterfront when I was in, like, 10th grade, I think. It was part of our English class.
Good movie.
It's a good movie, yeah. Or was it Streetcar Named Desire? It was one of those Brando movies. Either
I
way.
don't know.
Streetcar Named Desire was good.
Did he say he could have been a contender? Because that was Streetcar Named Desire.
No, it could have been a contender was On the Waterfront.
No, that was on... You're right. That was On the Waterfront. That was the one I watched.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
I don't remember which one it was. I know for a fact we watched a Streetcar Named Desire, but I don't know if we watched the other one or not.
Well, we'll just have to pull up your report card and check, young man. Take my goop!
That guy isn't here anymore.
The goop guy.
Anyone who comes into the Force will be lost. Everybody will become Stalfos. Everybody Stalfos.
Everybody Stalfos.
So he's not here anymore. Only his saw is left, hee.
His saw? Oh, dear God.
You want to play a game? That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back! The young punk guy must have left this behind. Are you going to be too?
She's very happy about the idea of us being turned into a walking skeleton man. Hello, Link. I want to play a game.
I'm going to head back to the Sacred Forest.
The timers on your bombs have all been set to 7 minutes.
So basically our next stop is going to be Death Mountain.
Okay.
I'm probably just going to take the shortcut while we're here.
Makes sense.
And then, I still want to show off, like, what's become of Death Mountain on the outside as well. I mean, we're going to be going to the Dodongo's Cavern at some point anyway. But yeah, that's just planning out what we're doing next. But I'm going here because there's a Skulltula that we can get now that we have both the hookshot and the bow. It's going to make it nighttime because that's how Skulltulas work.
You ever watch the Saw movies?
No.
Okay.
I've never been interested.
The first one was really good. And the second one was okay. Then the rest of them were ass.
My brother said that he saw the first one and he fell asleep.
Except for the one that's all about Jigsaw torturing healthcare executives. Because that one's fucking hilarious.
Is that actually a thing?
Yes, no. Actually, the main tortured guy is a healthcare executive who refused treatment options on Jigsaw's cancer. So yes, and part of the traps involve him like sacrificing other healthcare executives to die. It was basically a very special episode of Saw about the American healthcare system, and I wish more horror movies would do that because it was fucking hilarious. Oh dear God.
There we go. Is that everything? No, there's still one in the Kokiri Forest that we can get. Now I'm just remembering all these things that we can get. I think there's also one...
Astafos! Everybody in this forest, Astafos! I can't really hit it because my throat hurts, but...
Sorry.
You know, it's okay. The one must put up barriers to keep one's voice intact.
Well, we can just go out this way just at the beginning because we're going to be... Yeah. So there's a new Skulltula that's on the back of that house over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's only there in the future. So we'll go get that real quick.
And we're back in our old, hometown.
Except nobody knows us.
Rents are much more reasonable now.
At least they didn't rent out my house. As far as I know. Again, I wouldn't put anything past Mito. Speaking of Mito, it's gonna be weird giving things Dave Mustaine voices now.
I was wondering if I was gonna bring that up or not. Yeah, we've poked a lot of fun at Dave. Well, this is the end of the episode, so we'll end it with this. We poked a lot of fun at Dave Mustaine on this channel. It is one of the in jokes, but Squeeze World Gaming would just like to extend a well wishes and a hearty hope that Dave Mustaine does recover swiftly from his diagnosis of throat cancer. You know, you may have been rude to people that I've never met, but cancer fucking sucks.
It does.
And I literally wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, so I sure as shit wouldn't wish it on Dave Mustaine.
Right.
So yeah, I hope that you recover swiftly, and you know, we can make Dave Mustaine jokes for many years to come.
We do our Dave Mustaine jokes out of love.
Yes. The man made Rust in Peace, for God's sake.
Yeah. I mean, he made other things too, but we don't care about those. We care about care about
Hangar 18, okay?
Countdown to Destruction and
Countdown to Extinction.
Extinction.
The song
Symphony of Destruction.
The song is Symphony of Destruction. Symphony of Extinction, you know, whatever.
Whatever. So
anyway, good luck to you, man. God bless.
So when we come back, we're going to head to Death Mountain.
Okay.
And go toward our next MacGuffin objective. So
Excellent.
until then, I've been Rado Goji.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?